Hello everybody, I made the same mistake. I was muted, but thankfully this time only for about a minute. So this is the next of the Vayne, all the way through Aurelion Sol series I'm kind of doing. We have beaten Garen, we unlocked some extra starting health, our fish fight now has an extra card draw on it, and we're otherwise just gonna hop in and be ready to go. After this mission, we will get the first star power of Vayne, which will give us some golden spatulas, which is kind of funny. I didn't realize that was her power. And I'm going to re-roll this here because nothing is really that interesting. Copying slow spells doesn't do anything for Vayne. I don't love Nab 1 anymore because there tends to be a lot of card draw, and I'd rather draw my cards than theirs, frankly. And Summoning Student is just meh. So we are going to re-roll and see Overprepared, which is the power I took in the first level and was quite good. And so I'm just going to take it again and assume that it is one of the better things Vayne can have, is just the guaranteed access to an equipment right away. I just realized that my microphone was yet again muted, so I'm not going to make the same mistake as yesterday. I'll do a quick voiceover. I'm sure you heard it already for the beginning of that, but I feel a little dumb. Admittedly, today it's because I'm recording this before stream, so it's currently 6:10 and I'm going to be a few minutes late to stream more than likely, but it'll be okay. I'll survive. We got kind of the most useless equipment. It is technically an equipment though, so it'll trigger our things. Thankfully, we also have both of our other equipment in hand. Technically, we can equip this now for free anyway, so we might as well. But it doesn't feel good. Like, I guess technically we can fish fight this thing. So let's do it. We'll attack for 2. Whatever they play, we can fish fight. Well played, computer. Teach me to try and get value out of this card. We'll play Vayne.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends.
Those who kill innocents are no more than fiends. True. Alright. We'll do some high-intensity blocking of their highwaymen. We can save our mana and just use the tumble to equip, and we can also get this. So I think that... I think I want to tumble with Vayne like this. Get our free attack in. And then we'll play the Zealous Ranger and maybe fish fight. We'll see. And then we will...
Just like we practiced.
And then we should just attack for lethal.
Beast from giving us away.
I did not leave the Rangers to be lectured by a cultist.
Okay. I don't really know what that means, but okay. We can just use ally and enemy strike each other. We'll use that to remove this. They're gonna live at 1 is the really annoying thing.
Death.
Because they block here and here, and this is not lethal. Ugh. So we've got... This is now just taking extra time. I'm not too much of like a speed runner in these games, but I do just kind of hate the inefficiency of it. It's like, okay, great, we can't do it again, you know? Cool. Yeah, they just won't attack because of this. So, and we get the...
I'll do whatever has to be done.
Allied. They generally won't attack into barriers. But this way we can... Well, way to make me look foolish, but it's okay. I mean, they will apparently attack into this barrier.
We've been through a lot of crime, didn't they?
Yeah, that was kind of a bad move, AI. I like the emote of, like, it realizing, like, wow, that was dumb. Yep. Sure was. Like, that wasn't what I would have done, but, you know. You do you, computer. Today it's been, like, raining all day. And I'm here for it, but at the same time, LA is not used to it. Los Angeles does not get a lot of rain.
Expertly
I feel like a lot of
Now to
people know
root
that.
out the
But
next fiend.
it's very different. LA drivers are kind of wild too. Like, they do not know how to function in the rain. What's this? Fully heal an ally, then that ally and an enemy strike each other. Sure. Seems reasonable. It's not the best card, but it's, like, fine. There are a few things that you really just want to be able to get out of the way, like this upcoming level, possibly. Has Fey Blade Twirler, and they will never block with it if they can help it. So I'm not taking Nautilus, although I've also never seen Nautilus as an option, which is interesting. Shen is okay. Vulpine Wanderer is kind of redundant with our equipment. I don't love any of these. I'm just re-rolling. Oh, here we go. We'll take Pantheon. Hello, Daddy Pantheon. So his mechanic is Faded, where each time, the first time they're targeted each round, then they get +1/+1. We're actually going to go this way, because we get an item, and I like items. And almost as important or more important is the Pantheon 1-drop called Saga Seeker, which has that Faded ability also, but it's a 1-drop, which gives you lots of time to actually use the ability and make it gigantic. Whereas, like, Pantheon comes down on turn 4, he's a little bit later to the party. Also, those tumbles target also, which is nice. Ooh, here we go. Like, this is everything I love. So, like, this, just equipping that turns this into a 2/3. Even though the equipment itself was bad and just was a 0/0 equipment, we still ended up turning our Saga Seeker into a 2/3 and getting that first trigger. We'll play the Zealous Ranger Knight, which gives equipped allies +1/+1 when it attacks. And the Saga Seeker is an equipped ally, so that will work.
Monsters
We'll play Vayne
silver
first,
Demacia's every
so she
shadow.
sees our attack. Ooh. I can't remember this thing being a 3/3. It also has First Strike, which makes this kind of awkward. I think we just attack with Vayne. So they block. Vayne is going to lose a good chunk of health here. Also, we're up to 6 pup caps on our deck, because I think this puts a random one on each turn. Ooh. I think I'm going to use Saga Seeker to attack, because this will turn it into a 3/4. Vayne right now would just become a 5/3? 5/3. Ah, they're going to kill our Saga Seeker. Too bad. But I still prefer that to losing Vayne. Especially because we get this now, and we can equip Vayne with that, so she can throw stuff at our opponent. Oh, I should have played our Elks first. Darn, I just missed that I had 2 of these. I'd still rather play both 1-drops than, like, this Mountain Goat. Although maybe the Mountain Goat's better than I think right now. Oh well. We will attack like this. Bam, 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 bam. Almost dead. But not quite. We can equipped ally fights there, because the equipment doesn't matter anyway. It's kind of terrible. Oh, took a damage. And then we can use Vayne, equip this thing back onto it, and attack for 7. And give our Elks toughness, the most important thing right now.
By my hand, I will end their suffering.
I love Vayne's sunglasses too. Like, why does the Demacian have sunglasses? Like, it's almost like medieval warfare. I'm
Expertly
suspicious
done.
here.
Now to root out the next Vayne.
Also, one of them called Vayne a cultist. Is Vayne a cultist? I thought Vayne was like the anti-cultist. How does that work? Give an ally with an attachment the stats and keywords of its attachment this round, and move the attachment to another ally. I guess it targets twice, so, like, sure, let's try this card. I've never actually used it. And, like, in theory, if we actually get a good unit, I wouldn't mind that. Why did this say it cost 2 earlier? I thought Winds of War cost 2 when I saw it. Weird. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna, like, look in the in the video to see if I'm, like, If I'm just lying to myself. If I just missaw that. Alright, so round start, a random card in the player's hand costs 2 more this round. Kind of stinky. But whatever. Don't really need the condemn. Actually, they have a few elusive units, so I kind of like the fish fight. We'll keep it. It's like a little bit loose of a keep, but like they don't start with mana, so it's hard for us to really lose this. Because we're just up a turn on them. And we get, honestly, not a bad equipment either. +1/+1 and toughness. Not bad. Also, we can put this... Well, we can put one of these on right now. I think we'll put on the Darken Aegis, just because this seems better for this anyway. And then we can attack and give this +1/+1. Nice 4/5. Doesn't take damage. Hell yeah. I'm into it. Also tonight is like obviously politics stuff going on, but not that I want to talk about that particularly, but like, it's a little nerve-wracking at times. So I think that this is going to come back to my hand as a... I'm unsure if this is going to come back as the same cost or not. If it's still going to be 0. So let's find out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, it's still 0, it looks like. That's cool. What's interesting is that it... Oh, it's only this round. I thought it was permanent. Too bad. Okay. So we'll play this.
From your shadows, demon.
We will put this there. And we will equip the Demacian Steel to our Saga Seeker. So we've got a pair of 3/4s, which is pretty nice. We can also play another one. Another Ranger Captain. I'm less likely to play it now because it costs 2 more. But hey, whatever. It's fine. Now, what do I want? I don't really want to play any of those because they're bad. Like the 4-mana 3/3 or a 2/3 or a 2/3 is just all kind of stinky. Instead, I think I'd rather, like, do this. So this will give +1 again to Saga Seeker here. We'll hit that. It was going to shrink down to 5 toughness anyway, so it's, like, not quite like we only took 1 damage, but it's similar. Which is not bad. I guess we're just going to play a bunch of these things and look for... Oh, I was about to say look for Vayne, but we found her. We did it! We found her! She was right there the whole time. We will block with our 4/4 just to trade. I kind of wanted to save this, but like... I don't know. It's not that important. I guess we could also equip... Nah, let's just play this.
Monsters still lurk in Demacia's every shadow.
We don't need to equip it, so... I'll do this first, just because I think I still need to do... I can't look at my quests in the game. I can click this bell. Cool. But I think I still need to get in some free attacks, so... I definitely need to play spells that cost 2 or less, so we'll just do that. Why not? And then we'll attack, and that will be lethal. And then we'll block there, yeah. There we go. Also, we could have condemned them. Could have been fun. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance.
Expertly done.
Expertly
now to root
done.
out the next fiend.
Now we have to go do another job. Rude. Oh, hey, start a free tech. 43 of 50. Perfect. We're almost done. Almost done with that one. I think it's kind of funny, because I usually play the Garen level first, I feel like I'm a little bit strong on this one. Generally, like, I wish this one was just, like, a little bit harder. Just to give some amount of challenge. But I feel like because you've already got a few cards that are kind of good with the deck, like, it is way worse. Or it is way easier, I mean. So, like, the level is way worse against you. Ooh, we could heal equal to Nexus cost. And I really like Shield Vault as a card. Battlefield Trading is also quite good. Give the weakest ally +1/+1. It's really good too if you have a like start with a unit like that sparring student or whatever was our option at the beginning. I'm kind of inclined to cut this 4-mana thing. I think this card just isn't good. I don't want it. At least the 5-mana one like gives barrier to things and is kind of big. Like 5-mana 5/5 is at least like not far off from what you want stats-wise. And it gives barrier to things, which barrier is a very powerful keyword in Legends of Runeterra. I don't really want to try and target their things, because that's kind of what Fizz is very good at stopping, so let's not. Oh, hey, I was about to say, the best equipment we could get, because this round gives us spell mana every turn, is actually this thing, the Bone Club. Because with the discount of 2, it'll mean that this thing is gigantic. And in fact, it is. We have a 6/8 attacking them on turn 1. So they are now chump blocking with their signature champion. Oof. And it gets +1/+1. Wow. Honestly, kind of toxic. Let's play the Ranger Knight. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, we can play this, I guess, so, like, why not? They'll probably counter it, but they won't counter it. Okay, sure. Like, we get free spell mana anyway, so I don't think now that we have a gigantic unit in play that it's going to matter that much, but
Monsters still lurk in Demasia's
we
every
can find
shadow.
out. Here, we're not going to be attacking with Vayne.
Banish the immoral.
What in the tumble. We're just going to send our 9/10 at them. For some reason, that seems like a stronger play. It's anyone's guess why, but you know, I'm sure that together we can puzzle this one out. Ooh, if they play a unit, we can condemn it. Oh no, we can't. We're out of mana. Wow. I feel like condemn is such a cool card, and I want it to be good, and it's never good enough. And we'll just tumble our way to victory. We got really lucky here. I mean, normally this level's not, like, super difficult, but they can get in, like, a good amount of chip damage. In this case, us getting an equipment that we can play on turn 1 effectively for free, that was +4/+4, really meant that we didn't have to worry about anything. And I don't mind that. I don't mind, like, an easy run once in a while. Okay, this one's tough. I feel like our things are already, like, our Vayne is already consistently gigantic, right? I kind of want to just make her cost 1 less. I think I will. Like, 2 mana is so much earlier than 3. It's not quite like Magic, because you get a mana every turn. It's not quite as valuable, but, like, a whole turn is a pretty big impact, especially with Vayne, who just, like, she gives you tumbles. She literally is going to generate you effective, like, cards and mana because of that. It's pretty good.
Daddy V.
V said something in chat. Because I do record with OBS and I have Mix It Up open ready for stream, you just got to hear Daddy V say something in chat. We're gonna go this way. Purple item. The colors matter. Purple means it's like higher rarity, so it should give you higher quality items. I will tend to favor champion items over regular items, but in this case, purple item over green champion item is like not much of a contest to me. We're gonna throw back our mountain goat and the watchdog. I don't think we'll need either of them. I also don't think we need either of these, but we'll find out. Inspired plans. Attack, create a new 2-cost spell in hand and give it fleeting. Cool.
Peace is a trail painted with blood.
We're going to play the Inspired Plans onto Saga Seeker to turn it into a 3/4. Pretty happy with that. We can also... we will soon be able to use this, shares these. It's kind of interesting. But for now, we're just going to attack, drag this onto Vayne so that they don't have their elusive unit. We get a Trail of Evidence. Ah, too bad. Oh, this is the one. This is the super weird one. All units have strike double my power, which is really funny. I mean, we can just do this and it's fine. Let's get in there for 9 damage, 10 damage. Vayne herself is going to be lethal now because she becomes a 20 power attacker. That's a big Vayne. That is a beefy Vayne. I guess just attack, yeah. We did it. I honestly forgot about that level. The Swole Squirrel level. I think I almost always end up going the other route. Like, completely on accident, but just because it's like, that way often has had the better items. And I think it's just random. There's no difference. Game start, draw me if I'm not in your hand. I don't mind that. That gives one, I mean, it gives us an extra copy of this card, which is, like, it's okay, but it's kind of nice, I guess, just to have it. And we'll start out with an extra card. That's an extra option. Summon a random champion of my cost. It's kind of funny. So we have the option then to, if we need to, we can cast this for the full 6 mana, right? And just get a 6 mana champion. Most of the time we'll get a 1 mana champion, which is way less good. But also if we're doing that, it's probably fine. Grow my health to match my power. I don't know. Does this affect anything? Basically everything has the same power or toughness as in general, but most things have more. I don't think that does anything. Yeah, I don't think it's even worth buying, which is funny. I don't know that I've ever had that come up. The next one is a champion reroll. I'm going to reroll this. Sure, stun the strongest enemy. Why not? Honestly, maybe I should, like, not... Maybe I should not be allowed to buy powers at shops, just because, like, that's an ability you get so late. I think it takes a while to be able to cut cards, like, whatever card you want also. But that one feels a little bit less unfair, because you could at least theoretically do it. Like, once you have the ability to buy powers in the shops, it's so easy to stack, to just stack a bunch of powers, which may or may not combine to do anything, but it still seems good. The Darken Blood Letters. Last breath, if my bearer is not a Dark Enthrall, summon a Dark Enthrall. And then you can spend the 6 mana to play this as a creature instead, which is this thing. Play me, kill an ally. Last breath, create a Darkened Blood Letters in hand. Oh, cool. So this thing is just recursive. And Darkened Blood Letters are 1/1 cultists. Sure. I mean, why not? We'll equip our Mirror Mage.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
And we'll attack for 5.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Cool. So 6/5, that thing's stunned. Annoyingly, we probably want... I think we're going to use Vayne to kill this, because this doubles any created follower or created spell that they play, which is pretty impactful on the game. So let's start by just getting rid of this before they can play like these focus spells that they created that will just give their units a bunch of stats, or any other silly spells that might annoy me.
Baddies beware, Mama's got a gun.
What is that? Excuse me? Baddies beware, Mama's got a gun. What? Oh, it's a copied spell, so it actually happened twice. And Vayne briefly disappeared. What a neat trick. Oh, we can summon in... Sure, why not? Let's do it. I was gonna just play, like, you know, a goat or something, but what if instead we just, like, used Vayne to shoot this? Condemn it? Shoot it into the wall.
Well, farted.
We got an Annie. Sweet. I love Annie. Annie's deck is very fun. Annie's deck is, like, up there with my favorites. It's also very powerful and very fast. It's basically like a little burn deck from, if you're familiar with Magic terms. So it's their turn. How many attacks have we got? Only 3? It's kind of annoying. Bully, heal, and ally. That's actually pretty good. Let's just do that, actually. We're going to wipe out this 3/4. And then we can play this Ranger dude.
Have you found the trail?
Former Ranger Knight. Follow me, heathen.
Is she a cultist? No. Why did someone call her a cultist earlier? I'm so confused. Let's equip Vayne. Oh, that's silly. I could have just used Tumble. I'm so not used to this card.
This pain Gonna be great.
It's okay though. We could play like a 2-drop.
Ranger Knight
Let's do
Sirius.
that.
Have you found the trail?
Former Ranger Knight. Follow me, heathen.
I think I'll attack like this, and we'll drag the 3 toughness thing over here, so they don't have a good block, like over here or anything. They could like save a unit and prevent damage. What the Scrappy's Parts of Palooza. When I'm discarded, summon me. When you summon a Mecha Yordle, granted a random keyword. Okay. And he shot that, and he's got a gun.
Final brushstroke.
That thing's stunned, so we can... I don't need to equip that. Mostly because I'm lazy. Okay, I don't want to have to move parts around.
I will release them from their pain.
Also, is it just me, or does she not, like, have an arrow in her hand there? Like, I don't know that I saw, like... Also, I thought she had a crossbow. Doesn't Vayne use a crossbow in League of Legends? Not, like some weird hand bow thing?
If you want something done
How does that work?
let me do it.
And honestly, Annie's not a bad choice either. Annie's actually not a bad choice here. For how to attack. Doesn't really matter, but... I mean, I guess, like, if they don't... Oh, I mean, we know that they don't have other units, so it's fine. We'll save that. We'll just, attack with our tumble. Ah, each of those counts as 2 for Annie, so we got a Tivers. Oh, that's adorable. I love that we managed to flip Annie in a non-Annie deck. Like, the ways we have to even do this are basically just Vayne's tumble. Sorry, not that. You have to play a bunch of fast, slow, or skills. Fast or slow spells or skills. And, you know, like, this is a burst spell, so it doesn't count, for example. This is a slow spell, which does count. We can actually just play Tibbers like this. Kind of fun. It'll deal 2 damage to... Oh, it also doubled it because of the Mirror Mage. Oh my god, that's funny. Well, bam. Kill both of your units. None of this matters, but it's kind of fun to do. How dare you play a plucky Poro? And a 0-1 elusive Poro? Wow. Imagine the toxicity. Hiya! Oh, Tibbers also has Fearsome. Alright, and just hit him for 25. Cool. Bam, 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 bam.
Did you like that, Tipper?
Sorry, I'm just checking the time. Almost done with the level. Then I gotta start stream. Which I guess I might as well sometime eventually plug my stream, which is twitch.tv/NickandPrince. Although to be honest, I kind of figure that most people who see these early videos will be people who know me and my stream and where to find me already. But just in case, might as well. Is there anything I care about? Not really. You know what? This goat I've literally never played. We're gonna cut the goat.
Please do
Sorry,
too.
goat. We're cutting you. You're cut from the squad. Also, those tumbles. Well, it doesn't matter. We don't have the mirror mage anymore. My brain thought of something like silly ADHD like thoughts. But we've got a 2-mana 5/6 Vayne. I think that honestly, it doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't really matter what they do. To some degree. +2/+0, the Darkened Harp? Like a demon harp. You may spend 8 mana to play me as Stratu. Attack Stratu, then reduce those cards' cost by 2. Okay. I'm into it.
Lulu!
I would like that.
Breathe, Bob. Soo Speedy Scoo!
Okay. I don't know that I've ever seen the AI attack with a 0 power elusive just because it can. Just, just keeping us on our toes. Making sure that we know it's aware. It could make this attack. It can make this
I did
attack.
not leave the Rangers to be lectured by a cultist.
That's what I mean. What is this thing about, like, the cultist? Like, is she a cultist? Did Vayne become a cultist while I wasn't looking? Oh, right. So we can drag Lulu over here. And all of our things get +1. Well, not all of them. The elk doesn't, technically. Get in for 2. Eat some of their units. Nom 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 nom. Oh, hey, Pantheon for the first time. Hey there, Pantheon. So Pantheon requires us to target things in different rounds. So let's make sure that we target this here Pantheon. Or this here Vayne with our temple. Also, you'll notice we have a squirrel. Lulu's power is actually pretty good. Because they transform the strongest follower into a squirrel and silence it. Excuse me. Thankfully, we have a +2/+0 equipment attached to it, so it doesn't really matter. It's still at least a 3/1, which makes it a lot less weak than in other situations. A lot of times when it turns into a 1/1 like this, it's just pretty terrible. This one somehow is smaller than that. That's interesting. Wait, hold on. Player's strongest follower. How did this have more power than... Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not thinking about it anymore. We'll play Daddy Pantheon. Because Daddy Pantheon is great. How many attacks have I done? Okay. We can... Tumble, and I kind of like just getting in some attacks with Pantheon, since he has Overwhelm. That's, like, actually pretty good. And he has Barrier, which makes... Like, the computer does not block Barrier, if it can help it. We'll put the,
By my hand, I will end their suffering.
We'll put the bigger unit in front of Vayne, because she's kind of the biggest unit on the board. If I could, I would have dragged the squirrel over here, but... Actually, maybe... Well, no, I still could only drag it in one place. It doesn't matter too much. We'll just pass. We're good. We can actually use one of the condemns this round. Let's do it. Just because we can, you know? Like, oh, Fuzzy Caretaker. What if we got shot by a condemn and we summoned a 6-cost champion?
Gods, demons, they all must die.
Hell yeah, Pantheon. Leap into orbit. Why not? And then he gets an ability for every time we've targeted allies this round. Grant me a random keyword for each round you targeted allies this game. We've got a visual bug. Our Pantheon is next to a Viego. Cool. Now let's see if we can free it. Also, each round, the first time an ally dies, summon an encroaching mist. Did we get... I don't... Oh, it's each time an ally dies? Oh, that's way worse. It's a leveled up version that summons them each time a unit dies. That's right. Darn. Here I was hoping for some stupid, overpowered unit. Not that having a Viego for free isn't kind of busted. They're bouncing our Viego. Honestly, kind of toxic. Wait a minute. We could stop this. We could use... Wait, what? We could use our... Should be Pantheon? Was it? Ally strikes an enemy? Yeah. Here, we're going to hit the Young Witch with our Condemn, so that this can no longer bounce our Viego. We get Nanivia, of course. And they take 20, and we don't have Viego get bounced to our hands. So, you know, who really won that match? Us. Either way, whether we did that or not, we won. Just very much me being stupid. Start a free attack. Done. We're done with that mission. The priorities. Also, actually, it is kind of relevant for me to do because I have to finish the battle pass. I'm weirdly far behind on this one, and I didn't realize it. which means I'm gonna have to play a decent amount of League of Legends, or not League of Legends, but Legends of Runeterra. So, I mean, very powerful deck. Pantheon Vayne is a really nice combination. Peep the S rank. Unlike last time where we got an A for no reason. Finished our quest. Let's take a look. What's Vayne's power? I will officially unlock it and talk about it in the next video, but maybe we'll get 2 because I have tomorrow. I don't have stream tomorrow, so I can actually do some recording. But let's see what the next round is. Round start. If you have the attack token and fewer than 2 equipment in hand, create a golden spatula. Oh, well, okay. I mean, yeah, that solves all the problems. It's like actually kind of silly that, like, a golden spatula is what Vayne gets. Vayne, the character who is so serious all the time, gets the joke Earth weapon. Like, okay, I mean, fine. But cool. What do we get for this? Just for fun. Support champions have a random common item attached. Okay, cool. Well, that's it for today. I will see you all tomorrow, and thanks for hanging out on this lovely Tuesday for me. I guess it'll be Wednesday morning for y'all. See you later.